Ladies and gentlemen, gather near. Leave all your reason behind.
Nightmares start through twisted minds and poisoned hearts. A monkey's wish with a curse to demand, a beast concealed in a gentleman's hand. A rider races through midnight red, while plague and madness dance with the dead. Hear that knocking beneath the floor, that guilty rhythm forevermore. With whispered drums, and something wicked this way goes. Dim the lights and lock the door tight. These tales were never meant for the light. Step right into the shadows now, where fate still hides behind a vow. Every song's a ghostly thread from the living world to the so if you dare, stay a while, and welcome to the dark. smiles. Teacups tremble in delicate piles. A joke hangs thin in the edge of the room, like something waiting to darken too soon. A story told with a crooked grin about what answers when you give in. Be careful what you beg to keep. The night remembers what you speak. Every wish comes back to haunt in shapes you never meant to want. Like it hasn't seen. A letter falls like a blade from the sky, carrying words that refuse to die. A number placed on a borrowed breath, a quiet sum for a sudden death. Be careful what you beg to keep. The night remembers what you speak. Every wish comes back to haunt in shapes you never meant to want. Of the door, a hollow sound through the wooden floor. Each knock lands heavier than the last, like footsteps dragged from a buried past. No prayer can quiet what you've begun. No light can hide what you've undone. Be careful what you beg to keep. The dead don't wake, they crawl from sleep. Kept the curtains tightly drawn, spoke in careful, measured tones. Built a lock around my mind, just to keep the dark confined. But every shadow learned my name, and every silence fed the flame. To call it something else.
under the rain, and all the dogs begin to cry. Mama says to lock the windows, but I still watch the painted lights go by. Something's laughing down the road, closer now than yesterday. And though my hands begin to tremble, I kinda want it here to stay.
Oh, sweetheart, that's why we came.
For the lonely, for the dreamers, for the ones who still wish upon dark skies. Step a little closer, there's no harm in wanting.
The circus only gives people
what they ask for.
This way through the lantern glow, through the painted smiles and the falling snow. I have seen the things you never say, and I know exactly why you stayed. Listen close, the calliope sings for every soul who still wants something. Tell me what you ache to find. Youth, revenge or stolen time. Every wish has passed my gate. Step right this way before you fade. There's a mirror dressed in crimson light, where the old walk in and leave behind every sorrow carved beneath their skin, every dream they never dared to live. Round and round the carousel turns for every heart that still quietly burns. Tell me what you ache to find. Beauty lost or one more life. Every shadow knows your name. Step right this way into the flame.
glistening ears. The road was drowned in midnight air. My lantern shook against the wind like it could feel what followed there. Hoofbeats slow, then closing fast. Every shadow moving past. Something rides behind me now. Through the dark beneath the boughs, I can hear it in my breath. Fear can wear the face of death. Clawed across the sky like crooked fingers pointing down. Every story that I laughed at once now echoed through the hollow ground. Cold white mist along the bridge, something waiting at the edge. Something rides behind me now. Through the dark beneath the boughs, I can hear it in my breath. Fear can wear the face of death. Maybe monsters don't begin in haunted woods or rotting skin. Maybe all it takes is night and one afraid, unraveling mind. Something rides behind me now. Closer with each pounding sound. I still swear I saw it there, but fear can make a ghost from there.
shadows in his eye, that pale and watching stillness, like something wasn't right. I moved without a sound then, I learned the shape of night. The silence felt like pressure that tightened in my mind, and I could feel every second staring back, something cold moving through the cracks. If I had known what that look would do, I would have left it buried out of view. Hear it beating under the floor now. Hear it beating, won't let me rest. Hear it beating louder than before now, like it's calling me to confess. Hear it beating. Hear it beating. I waited in the darkness till time began to bend. Each night a careful inching toward where it had to end. I held my breath to nothing. I felt it in my chest, that pounding in the silence would never let me rest. And I could feel every breath begin to shake, something deep I could not escape. If I had known it would follow me, I would have let it fade into sleep. Hear it beating under the floor now. Hear it beating, won't let me rest. Hear it beating louder than before now, like it's calling me to confess. Hear it beating. Hear it beating. Now every whisper sounds like it's in the room, that hollow rhythm echoing the truth. I keep listening, but it won't let me go. It's not beneath me, it's inside me now. Hear it beating, I can't ignore it. Hear it beating, breaking me down. Hear it beating through every silence, like it's rising up from the ground. Hear it beating, I still hear it. Hear it beating, there's no way out. Hear it beating under the floorboards, it's getting louder. I'll say it now. Hear it beating. Hear it beating.
Candles leaned against the dark, gold against the aging walls. Laughter drifted through the room like no sorrow could at all. Glass in hand, they turned so slow.